Hello, Minglaba Dhamma class. My name is Thizanjo, and my Buddhist name is Janapali, which means power of concentration. Today, I will be your presenter for part 1 of this Dhamma class. Today's Dhamma class is on Sunday, December 28, 2025. We meet every Sunday at 4 o'clock p.m. Arizona Pacific Time. Anyone interested in Buddhist teachings is welcome to join us on Zoom. Use the ID 413-460-4622 and the password Buddha20, all lowercase. Remember, the Zoom ID and password will stay the same every week. First, 3 individuals will chant the Buddha Gamana Gata, Alawaka Gata, and Surya Gata. These chants will then be followed by Part 1A, offerings, taking the Tisarana and precepts, the Metta chant, and meditation. Part 1B, Adhitthana, determination, mindfulness on death, wishing, and sharing. Part 2, Parita chanting, Buddhism, choose the correct one out of the given answers, and answer the questions parts 1 and 2. Today's substitute will be Hinla Aung, so Hinla Aung, please have your prayer books and the correct pages ready and close by. Before we begin, here are some important rules and regulations. If you're reading a substitution or participating in Part 1A, please try to join the Zoom meeting at least 5 minutes early. Please do not eat or drink during the prayer time, as it is very disrespectful. If you're hungry, make sure to eat before joining the meeting next time. Sit up straight and center yourself in front of your camera. Keep your camera on at all times or you may be removed from the meeting. If you're not a part of the Dhamma class, you're free to turn off your camera. Please don't fidget or play around, as it can disturb others who are praying. The prayer session is only 15 minutes, so please be mindful and respectful. For those chanting, please chant clearly and slowly so that others can follow along. We would greatly appreciate it if everyone stays respectfully until the end of the meeting. Now, please put your hands together. We'll begin with Buddha Gamana Gata. We believe you'll do great.
Buddha Gamana Gata. Angira Sasa Unaya. Tata Hi Seta Ramsiya. Wajira Wa Wirajanti. China Metadu Sisake. Nilaya Nilatanama. Pita Data Cha Lohita. Dhamma Dhamma Cha Manjita. Nika Mim Supapasara. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Valentine. Alawakagata so aham vicharisami gama gamam pura puram namasa mano sambudam damasa cha sudamadam edena sacha wajena soti meho du sabada soti deho du sabada sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu, Valentine. Surya Gata, Namo te Buddha Viratu, Vipamudo si Sabadi, Sambada Patipanosmi, Dasame Saranam Bhava, Tata Kadam Arahandam, Suryo Saranam Kato, Rahu Suryam Pamunjasu, Buddha Loka Nuka Maka Baka, Yo Andagare, Damasi Babam Karo, Wirojano Mandali Ugadejo, Marahu Gili Jara Mandalike, Bajam Mamam Rahu Pamunja Suryam Edena Sajawajena Soti me hotu sabada Soti te hotu sabada. Valentine.
Julia, it is your turn.
Ganasara Paditana Deepana Dhamma Damsina Diloka Deepam Sambudam Pujayami Dhamonudam Wanaganda Kunopedam Etam Kusuma Santatim Pujayami Munindasa Saripada Sabaruhe
Adiwasitu no bende Baniam Breka Beram Anokambam Upadaya Petiganatu Otamam Adiwasitu no bende Bojanam Breka Beram Anokambam Upadaya Petiganatu Otamam Bawansam
Ogata, 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 Kaya can, Wazi can, Mano can, Deba Dota, Kai Dido, Alpiedo go, Piamba Zenchen, Ajuna, Patama, Dutia, Tatia, the drain. Najin, Dunjim, Yo, Paya Yedina, Daya Yedina, Danga Yedina, Yedina, Miatumba Dugo, Ayo Ale, Ale Amia, Lesomowe, Shiku Puza, Pyo Kadubai, Ashimbaya, Kaduyadao, Aju Adao, Apeleba, Kanumba, Yabishiba, Yantumunaba, Webatitaya Leba, Byatanataya Nabaduma, Akakati. Kilonente pewe, mataya, potaya, nebantaya, dumyago, yabaloi, ashen baya, Valentine.
Aham bante tisaranena saha nawanga sampana gadan uposata silan dhamma yachami anugaham katawa silan deta me bante dutiyampi aham bante tisaranena saha nawanga sampana gadan Uposata silan dhamaya jami anugaham katawa silan deta me bante tatyampi aham bante tisarnena saha nawanga sampana gatan uposata silan dhamaya jami anugaham katawa silan deta me bante Ama Bante, Namo Tassa, Bhagavato, Arahato, Sama Sambuddhassa, Namo Tassa, Bhagavato, Arahato, Sama Sambuddhassa, Namo Tassa, Bhagavato, Arahato, Sama Sambuddhassa, Buddhan Saranam Gacchami, Dhamman Saranam Gacchami, Sangam Saranam Gacchami, Dutiyampi, Buddhan Saranam Gacchami, Dutiyampi, Dhamman Saranam Gacchami, Dutiyampi, Sangam Saranam Gacchami, Tatiyampi, Buddhan Saranam Gacchami, Tatiyampi, Dhamman Saranam Gacchami, Tatiyampi, Sangam Saranam Gacchami, Ama Bante.
Panatipata Viramani Sikha Samadhiyami Adena Dana Viramani Sikha Samadhiyami Abramacharya Viramani Sikha Samadhiyami Musawada Viramani Sikha Samadhiyami Sikha Miraya Majapamada Dana Viramani Sikha Samadhiyami Vikala Bhojana Viramani Sikha Samadhiyami Najadita Wadita Visuddha Dasana Malagenda Vilebana Dharana Mandana Vibhusana Dana Veramani Siddhartha Samadhiyami Ujjasayana Mahasayana Veramani Siddhartha Samadhiyami Mittasa Katena Jitasa Sabapana Bhutesu Paridra Viharana Samadhiyami Ama Bande Bhawatan.
Itipiso Bhagava Araham Sama Sambuddho Vija Charana Sampano Sugato Lokavidu Anuttaro Purisa Dhamma Sarati Satta Deva Manusanam Buddha Bhagava
Wakato Bhagavata Dhammo Sanditiko Akaliko Ehipasiko Opaniko Pachatam Mueditapo Vinyuhi.
Yambonte, it is your turn.
Chupati Pano Bhagavato Savaka Senga Uchupati Pano Bhagavato Savaka Senga Nayapati Pano Bhagavato Savaka Senga Samachipati Pano Bhagavato Savaka Senga Yaditem Chatari Purisa Yugani Acha Purisa Pugala Esa Bhagavata Saka Sengo Ahuneya Bahuneya Dakineya Angelica Neo Anitaram Punya Kidam Dokasa. One more time.
Ahem Arohomi Avyapadohomi Anigohomi Suki Atanam Pariharami Mama Mada Bidu Atariata Nyadimitata Sabramata Rinota Avera Hondu Avyapaza Hondu Aniga Hondu Suki Atanam Parihandu Amakam Araka Dewata Ima Samim Awase Ima Samim Arame Araka Dewata Avera Hondu Abya Paza Hondu Aniga Hondu Suki Atanam Parihandu
Sabe Sada, Sabe Pana, Sabe Buddha, Sabe Bugala, Sabe Atabawa Priyapana, Saba Itio, Sabe Parisa, Sabe Uriya, Sabe Anariya, Sabe Dewa, Sabe Manusa, Sabe Winibatika, Awira Hondu, Abyabaja Hondu, Aniga Hondu, Suki Atanam Puriharantu, Duka Majandu, Yada Lada Sampadido, Mawiga Shandu, Kamasaka.
Purati Maya Desaya Dakinaya Desaya Vajimaya Desaya Uttaraya Desaya Uparimaya Anudisaya Dakimanaya Anudisaya Vajimaya Anudisaya Uttaraya Anudisaya Hedimaya Disaya, Uparimaya Disaya.
Sabe Sada, Sabe Bana, Sabe Buddha, Sabe Bugala, Sabe Atabawa Babari Yabana, Saba Itio, Sabe Purisa, Sabe Arya, Sabe Anarya, Sabe Dewa, Sabe Manusa, Sabe Winipatika. Awera hontu, apia paja hontu, anika hontu, sukia tena briharantu, duka muchentu, yadalada, sampatito, mawika chantu, kamasaka.
Udam yawa, boagacha, haro yawa, tawi jito, samanta jaka, walesu, ye sata, padawi jara, abya baja, niraja, yuga ja nubadawa. Udam yawa, boagacha, haro yawa, awi jito, samanta jaka, walesu, ye sata, budake jara, abya baja, niraja, niduga ja nubadawa. Udam yawa, boagaja, haro yawa, awi jito, samanta jaka, walesu, ye sata, akase jara, abya baja, niraja, niduga ja nubadawa. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. That one time.
Now we will learn how to meditate by Chloe, Shinthan, Himaong, Gazanjo, and Maythum.
What is meditation? Meditation is a way to keep the mind cool and calm by concentrating on one object. There are many ways to meditate. In our Dhamma class, primarily we study Anapanasati and body scanning meditation. In Anapanasati, a natural focus is your own breath, which is always with you. If you simply keep feeling the breath as it comes in and as it goes out, the mind gets quieter and more peaceful. In body scanning meditation, you scan your whole body from head to toe, from the front and the back. The only trouble is, something will always take your attention away. Maybe a noise or a pain in the knee, but often your own mind is the problem. It is so full of useless stuff. Like a monkey jumping here and there, it is so hard to control. To become the master of your mind, you need some lessons, enough time, and a good place to learn how to practice. With enough practice, meditation helps to replace bad thoughts and feelings with happy ones.
Why do we meditate? By learning how to control the mind, we start to get rid of negative habits and develop good mental qualities instead. If your mind is cool, you make good decisions, you don't get confused, you make less mistakes, you don't get angry or feel afraid, and you become more confident. If your mind is calm, you become peaceful and happy. You are less worried and frustrated, you don't get stressed about work or exams, you develop compassion and kindness, and you have more harmonious relationships. If your mind is concentrated, you get less distracted by useless things, you find it easier to focus and learn, you perform better in sports and games, you make better music and art, and you will be more trustworthy.
What is the difference between samatha and vipassana? Samatha meditation and vipassana meditation are two different types of meditation. Samatha aims at achieving deep concentration, while vipassana aims at understanding both the body and mind. In samatha meditation, the focus is solely on one object to attain deep concentration, such as by fixing the mind on a single point. In contrast, vipassana meditation involves observing various mental and physical processes as they occur. During samatha meditation, when the mind wanders, we bring it back to the chosen object. However, in vipassana meditation, when the mind wanders, we observe it without trying to control it. Only when the distraction fades do we return our focus to the primary object. These differences in focus and approach distinguish the two types of meditation.
Guided muscle relaxation meditation. We are going to practice guided muscle relaxation meditation. Before we begin, please straighten your body, center yourself in the middle of your camera, put your hands together with the right on top of the left with your thumbs connected, and place them in your lap. Then close your eyes. Step 1, when I say a group of muscle, focus on the group of muscles you hear and feel the tenseness in them. Step 2, mentally relax this group of muscles. Step 3, feel those muscles completely relaxed. Let's start. Your scalp muscles, all the muscles on your head are relaxed. Your forehead and eyebrows are relaxed. Your eyes, ears, nose, lips, and chin are relaxed. Your neck and shoulders are relaxed. Your arms, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers are relaxed. Your chest and upper back are relaxed. Your abdomen and lower back are relaxed. Your hips and thighs are relaxed. Your knees and legs are relaxed. Your ankles, feet, and toes are relaxed. Now your whole body from head to toe fully relaxed.
Body scanning meditation. Now we're going to advance to body scanning meditation. Imagine you're holding a scanner in your hand. You are going to scan your whole body from head to toe and from the front and the back. Begin at the top of your head and slowly let your attention move down through your body little by little. Imagine a warm energy flowing gently inside you. If you find a place that feels stuck, pause there, take a calm breath, and picture it relaxing. Once it feels open, keep moving down all the way to the tip of your toes. Let's begin by scanning the front of your body. Start at the top of your head and move slowly downward. Top of your head, forehead and face, front of your neck, the front of your shoulders, your upper chest, your lower chest and abdomen, the front of your hips, the front of your thighs, the front of your knees, and the front of your legs. Now, bring your attention to your back, beginning at your heels. Slowly scan upward, back of your legs, back of your knees, back of your thighs, back of your hips, your lower back, your upper back, the back of your shoulders, the back of your neck, the back of your head, and the top of your head. Now you have successfully finished one cycle of body scanning meditation. Now you're going to practice another cycle on your own. You can switch the order, either go down the front and up the back, or up the back and down the front. Once all the energy channels are open, your body will feel very light. It will feel as if you're riding on a calm ocean wave. We're now done meditating.
Dukkha patacani dukkha, baya patacani baya, sukha patacani sukha, hontu sabbe pipanino.
Mahi Verena Verani Samantita Guta Janam Averena Cha Samanti Esadamo Sanantano.
Sapa papa sa agana, kusala sa upasabada, jajita puyo dapanam eta purana sasanam.
Marname tuam, Jivitame atuam, Idame punyam, Nibbana sapajayo hotu, Imam punya bhagam sapasatanam bhajima. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. One time.
Hello, Mangalaba Dhamma class. My name is Lizanjo, and my Buddhist name is Janabali, which means power of concentration. Today, I will be presented for part 2 of this Dhamma class. We're now starting part 2 of the Dhamma class. Before we begin, I want to remind you how important this class is. From today's Dhamma class, we will learn valuable teachings and ideas, so please be mindful and respectful. Also, remember, no eating during this part of the Dhamma class. Drinking water is allowed during this part of the class. Make sure to sit up straight and center yourself in front of your camera. Now we'll move on to program 1, the chant of Metta Sutta.
Metta Sutta Yasanubhavato Yaga Nevada Senti Pisanam Yanhi Jewa Nuyunjanto Ratim Deva Matandito.
Sukam supati suto cha papam kanchi napasati evamadi gunu betam paritam tam panamahe.
Karaniya Mata Kusalena Yanda Sandam Padam Abhisameja Sako Ujuja Suhujuja Suwajo Jasa Mudu Anadimani Santu Sagoja Subaroja Abakijoja Salahu Gawudi Santenduyoja Nipagoja Abagabo Kule Swatnanugido.
Najachuta Majare Kenji Yena Winu Pare Ubawadeyam Sukinowa Kimino Hontu Sabasata Bawantu Sukitata.
Mathane, it is your turn.
Yekichi Bana Budati Dasawa Dawarawa Nawasesa Tigawa Yewa Mahanda Majima Rasaga Anugadula Vitawa Yewa Adita Yewa Juem Wasanti Awi Juem Butawa Sambawesiwa Sabah Sada Bawantu Sukitata.
Na Paruparam Nikupita Nati Maneta Katachina Kanji Pyarosana Patika Sanya Nanya Manyasa Dukkha Vichaya.
Victoria, it is your turn.
Mata yata niyam puta mayusa eka puta manurake evampi sabaputesu manasam bhavaye aparimanam.
Mitancha Sabalokasmi Manasam Bhavaye Aprimanam Udam Adocha Hiriyancha Asambadam Avirama Sapadam.
Titam charam nisino wa sayano yavatasa vitamido etam satim aditeya brahmametam viharamidamahu titinja anupagama silawadasanena sampano kamesu vinaya gedam nahi jadu kabaseya punareti meta sutam nititam sadhu sadhu sadhu. Bow one time. Now we'll move on to Program 2, Basic Buddhism, first by Sarah and Alexander, then by Chloe and Julia, then by Maythun, Mathane and Amara, then by Sumyape and Victoria, and lastly by Thazlancho and Hainal.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Sarah, and my Buddhist name is Jacob Pali, which means guild guardian. So today I'll be talking about something with a Dhamma friend of mine. So Alexander, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Alexander, and my Buddhist name is Uchubala, which means power of honesty. So, Sarah, what will we be talking about today?
Today we'll be talking about Akusala, and we'll also be asking questions in the end. So everyone, please listen carefully. What is Akusala? Akusala, or agudo in Burmese, means unwholesome or bad actions. These are actions, thoughts, or speech that cause harm to ourselves or others. Akusala actions come from negative emotions like greed, hatred, or ignorance.
When we do something harmful, like lying, hurting others, or being selfish, it is considered akusala because it creates suffering. Just like how eating unhealthy food can make us sick, doing unwholesome actions can hurt our minds and lead to unhappiness.
Buddha teaches that we should avoid akusala actions and instead focus on kusala, which means wholesome or good actions. By being kind, honest, and mindful, we help create happiness for ourselves and others. Avoiding akusala leads to a peaceful and joyful life. So now we'll be asking questions. So my first question is to Noel. So what does akusala mean?
Akusala means bad actions that cause harm.
That's correct. So Alexander, please ask the next question.
My next question is to Ninyate, and is, where do akusala actions come from?
They come from greed, hatred, and ignorance.
That is correct. So, Sarah, please ask your last question.
My last question is to Noel. So why should we avoid akusala actions?
They bring suffering and unhappiness.
That's correct. So Alexander, please ask your last question.
The last question is to Ninyate, and is, what should we do instead of akusala?
We should do kusala, which means good actions.
That is correct. Thank you for listening.
It is now Chloe and Julia's turn.
Hello, Minglaba. My name is Chloe Chang, and my Buddhist name is Stikli Bali, which means keeper of wisdom. I live in Chino Hills, California. So today, my dear Dhamma friend Julia will be joining me. So Julia, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Minglaba. My name is Julia. My Buddhist name is Beda Bali, which means keeper of wisdom, and I live in Jacksonville, Florida. So, Chloe, what will we be talking about today?
We will be talking about Loba, so I'll go first. Please listen carefully because we will be asking some questions at the end. What is Loba? Loba is a Pali word that means greed or desire. It's like wanting things so much that it becomes harmful. Loba can appear in many ways, such as hoarding, being obsessed with getting more, being stingy, or wanting what others have.
Even being overly careful not to waste things can be a subtle form of loba. Loba makes us hold on tightly on what we want, and when we don't get it, it can turn into anger, dosa, leading to bad actions.
To avoid this, we should learn to be content, santosa, and let go of our desires. For material things, kama, we must also be careful not to let strict attachment to rules or rituals block our spiritual growth. So now we will be asking questions. So Julia, please ask your first question.
My first question is to Lasanda. So Lasanda, what does loba mean?
Loba means greed or wanting too much.
Yes, that is correct. So Chloe, please ask your next question.
So my next question is to Mason D, and it is, how can Loba appear?
It can show as hoarding, being stingy, or wanting what others have.
That is correct. So Julia, please ask your next question.
My next question is to Lasanda again. So Lasanda, what can loba turn into?
It can turn into anger, dosa, and bad action.
Yes, that is correct. So Chloe, please ask your last question.
So my last question is to Mason D again, and it is, how can we avoid Loba?
By being content and letting go of too much desire.
Yes, that is correct. And that is all for today. So thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening and watching.
It is now Mathun, Mathin, and Amara's turn.
Hello, Mingalaba. My name is Maithun and my Buddhist name is Charu Bali, which means keeper of beauty. I live in Toronto, Canada. So today my two dear Dhamma friends, Mathain and Amara, will be joining me. Mathain, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Mingalaba. My name is Mathain. My Buddhist name is Hita Bali, which means good keeper, and I live in Texas. So, Amara, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Mingalaba. My name is Amara and my Buddhist name is Amata Bali, which means keeper of deathlessness, and I live in Texas. Maithun, what will we be talking about today?
Today we will be talking about dosa. Everybody, please listen carefully because we will be asking questions at the end. I'll go first. What is dosa? Dosa means feeling like hatred, anger, and ill will. It can show up as dislike, grudges, or even boredom and frustration. Anger can happen easily, especially when we hear something we don't like. There are two main reasons we feel anger.
1. Negative things. Some things in life accept us. But remember, everything changes. Our feelings and thoughts aren't permanent. 2. We stay focused. Sometimes we focus too much on the bad and ignore the good. A wise person tries to stay calm and sees the bright side with kindness.
To overcome anger, we can practice loving kindness, compassion, and understanding. If those don't work, it's best to avoid the situation for a while. Now we'll be asking some questions. Metin, could you please ask your first question?
So, Ding Ding, what does dosa mean?
Dosa means feelings like anger, hatred, or ill will.
That is correct. Snowy, what are 2 reasons we feel anger?
Negative things can happen, and we focus too much on the bad things instead of good.
That is correct.
How can we overcome anger?
We can practice loving kindness, compassion, and understanding.
That's correct. Metin, could you please ask your last question?
So, Snowy, what should we do if we still feel angry?
If kindness doesn't help, it's best to step away and calm down.
That is correct.
That's all from us. Thank you for watching and listening.
It is now Sumya Pei and Victoria's turn.
Hello everyone, my name is Sumya Pei. My Buddhist name is Tuta Bali, which means your gardener of mind. And today I'll be joined by my dear Dhamma friend Victoria. So Victoria, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Victoria, and my Buddhist name is Uju Bali, which means honest keeper. So, Sumya Pei, what will we be talking about today?
Today we'll be talking about kilesa, and before we begin, we'll be asking questions in the end, so please listen carefully. What is kilesa? The Pali word kilesa means things that make our minds unclean or troubled. Kilesas are called defilements because they can make us feel unhappy or act in ways that aren't good. They mess with our thoughts and make us feel bad inside. Kilesas are like little mind dust that we need to clean away for a happy, calm mind.
There are 10 main kilesas. 1. Loba, greed, wanting too much, like always wanting toys or candy. 2. Dosa, hatred, feeling very angry or wanting to hurt others. 3. Moha, delusion, not understanding things clearly. 4. Mana, conceit, thinking we're better than others. 5. Diti, wrong ideas, holding beliefs that aren't right.
6. Wichikija, doubt, always feeling unsure or not believing things. 7. Tina, sloth, feeling lazy or sleepy in the mind. 8. Udacha, restlessness, feeling jumpy or unable to sit still. 9. Ahirika, shamelessness, not caring if we do something wrong. And 10. Anodapa, fearlessness of wrongdoing, not feeling guilty when we act badly.
When we work to clear away these kilesas, our mind becomes calm, happy, and peaceful. Now we'll be asking questions, so Sumya Pei, can you please start?
My first question is to Xingling, and it is, what does kilesa mean?
Kilesa means things that make our minds unclean or troubled.
That is correct, thank you. So Victoria, please ask your question.
Shinki, what are kilesas called?
Kilesas are called defilements because they make us feel unhappy.
That is correct, thank you. Sumya Pei, can you please ask your next question?
My next question is to Qixing. Can you name one kilesa?
Low green is one kilesa, like wanting too much.
That is correct, thank you. So Victoria, please ask the last question.
My last question is to Xingling. How can we get rid of kilesas?
By clearing them away with good thoughts and actions to have a peaceful mind.
That is correct. That is on. Thank you for listening.
It is now Thazanjo and Hinaon's turn. So, hello, Mingala Dhamma class. My name is Thazanjo, and my Buddhist name is Jana Bali, which means power of concentration. Today, me and a Dhamma friend will be talking about something. So, Hinaon, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Hein Lao, and my Buddhist name is Sukha Bla, which means power of happiness. So, Zincha, what are you talking about today?
We will be talking about the 5 khandhas, or the 5 aggregates. Everyone please listen carefully because we will be asking a couple questions in the end. I'll start us off. What are the five khandhas, or five aggregates? A living being can be understood as nama rupa. Nama means mind, rupa means matter or body. Mind and body depend on each other. They cannot exist separately. Together, they make up the five khandhas. The word khandha means group or aggregate.
Rupa includes all kinds of material things. This is called the Rupa Khandha, the group of form. Nama has two main parts. One, Chitta. This means consciousness, the knowing mind. Two, Cetasikas. These are 52 mental factors that arise and disappear together with consciousness. They also cannot exist separately.
Among the 52 Cetasikas, there are three important groups. 1. Vedana, feelings, pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. This is the Vedana Khandha, the group of feeling. 2. Sanya, perception, which recognizes and labels things. This is a Sanya Khandha, the group of perception. 3. Sankhara, the other 50 mental factors, led by intention, Cetana. These shape our thoughts and actions. This is the Sankhara Khandha, the group of mental formations.
The Chitta is called the Vijnana Khandha, or the group of consciousness. These four together are the Nama Khandha, the mind aggregates.
So, a living being is made up of these five groups: Rupa Khandha, former body; Vedana Khandha, feeling; Sanya Khandha, perception; Sankhara Khandha, mental formations; and Vijnana Khandha, consciousness. That is all, so thank you for listening. Well, we'll be asking questions now. Hina, could you please ask the first one?
The first question is for Hank, and it is, what are the five khandhas?
There are five groups that make up a living being.
That is correct. So, Vincha, could you please ask the next question?
My next question is for Hima, which is, what do Nama and Rupa mean?
Nama means mind and Rupa means body or matter.
That is correct. Hina, could you please ask the next question?
The next question is for Hank, and it is, can mind and body exist separately?
No, they depend on each other.
That is correct. So, Vincha, could you please ask the next question?
My next question is for Hima, which is, which khandha is the body?
Rupa Khandha, the form, group, or body group.
That is correct. Hina, could you please ask the next question?
Next question is for Hank, and it is, what is Vedana Khandha?
The group of feeling, pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral feelings.
That is correct. So, Vincha, could you please ask the next question?
My next question is for Hima, which is, what is Sanya Khandha?
The group of perception, recognizing, and labeling things.
That is correct. Hina, could you please ask the next question?
The next question is for Hank, and it is, what is Sankhara Khandha?
The group of mental formations, thoughts, intentions, and the other 50 mental factors.
That is correct. So, Vincha, could you please ask the next question?
My next question is for Hima, which is, what is Vijnana Khandha?
The group of consciousness, the knowing mind.
That is correct. Hina, could you please ask the last question?
The last question is for Hank, and it is, what do the five khandhas explain?
They explain what we call a person or living being.
That is correct.
That is all, and thank you for listening. We'll now be moving on to Program 3, Choose the correct one out of the given answers by Hank and Hima.
My name is Hank, and my Buddhist name is Sutta Bala, which means the power of knowledge. Today, I'll be joined with my twin sister. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Hima, and my Buddhist name is Hemapali, which means peacekeeper.
Today, we'll be asking questions to the individuals Julia, Kamapali, Sandy, Lasanda, Weiyan, Xinglang, William, Nyambonte, Benji, Devi-san, Valerie, Kixing, Hazel, Shinki, Snowy, Mietno, Harry, Shin from Canada, Juju, and Metau. Start off, Julia. What do Nama and Rupa mean?
Nama means mind and Rupa means body or matter.
That is correct. Kamapali, can mind and body exist separately?
No, they depend on each other.
That is correct. Sandy, Sandy, which kanda is the body?
Rupa Kanda, the form group or body group.
And that is correct. Lasanda, what is Vedana kanda?
The group of feeling pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral.
That is correct. Weiyan, what is Sanya kanda?
The group of precision, recognizing, and liberating.
And that is correct. Xinglang, what is Vijnana kanda?
The group of consciousness or the knowing mind.
And that is correct. William, what can Lobot turn into?
It can turn into anger, dosa, and bad actions.
And that is correct. Nyambonte, how can we avoid Lobot? Well, the correct answer is by being content and letting go of too much desire. Benji, what does dosa mean?
Dosa means feelings like anger, hatred, and ill will.
And that is correct. Theory-san, how can we overcome anger?
Absent.
Well, the correct answer is we can practice loving kindness, compassion, and understanding.
Valerie, what should we do if we still feel angry?
If kindness doesn't help, it's best to step away and calm down.
That is correct. Kishin, what does akusala mean?
Akusalat means bad action that cause harm.
That is correct. Hazel, why should we avoid akusala actions?
Absent.
Well, the correct answer is they bring suffering and unhappiness. Shinki, what should we do instead of akusala?
We should do kusala, which means good actions.
That is correct. Snowy, what does kusala mean? Kilesa mean, sorry.
Kilesa means things that make our minds unclean or troubled.
That is correct. Mietno, what do nama and rupa mean?
Nama means mind, and rupa means body or mind.
That is correct. Harry, can mind and body exist separately?
No, they depend on each other.
That is correct. Shin, which kanda is the body?
Absent.
Well, the correct answer is rupa kanda, the form group or body group. Juju, what is Vedana kanda?
The group of feeling pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral.
That is correct. Mitau, what is Sanya kanda?
The group of perception, recognizing and labeling things.
That is correct. Thank you for listening. Now we'll move on to program number 4, Answer the Questions 1 by Thazanjo, Jana Bali. So, hello Mingalaba Dhamma class. My name is Thazanjo and my Buddhist name is Jana Bali, which means power of concentration. Today I'll be asking the individuals, Mathang, Brian, Maithun, Alexander, Amara, Mason Chloe, Sumyape, Victoria, Shintha, and Hazel. Everyone please be ready and prepared. Mathang, please list the 12 causes/factors of Paticca Samuppada in Pali.
1. Avijja. 2. Sankhara. 3. Vijnana. 4. Namarupa. 5. Salayadana. 6. Basa. 7. Vedana. 8. Dana. 9. Upadana. 10. Kamabhava. 11. Jati. And 12. Jaramarana.
That is correct. Thank you. Brian, please list the first Manasa Udana.
Absent.
Hopar. Maythun, please recite the third Wajasa Udana.
Yadahawe patu pawanti dhamma atapina chayata brahmanasa vidupayam titati marasinam surya wa abasaya mantalikam.
That is correct. Thank you. Alexander, please recite the first Patama Buddha Wachana.
Aneka jati samsaram asandavisam anibisam kahakaram kawe santo doka jati puna punam.
That is correct. Thank you. Amara, please list the 6 dangers of using intoxicants.
1. You could waste all your money. 2. You might argue with friends and family. 3. It can make you very sick. 4. Your reputation might get ruined. 5. You might do embarrassing things in public. 6. Your brain might not work as well.
That is correct. Thank you. Cindy, please list the 12 causes/factors of Paticca Samuppada in Bali.
Number 1, avijja. Number 2, sankhara. Number 3, vijnana. Number 4, namarupa. Number 5, salayatana. Number 6, basa. Number 7, vedana. Number 8, dana. Number 9, upadana. Number 10, kamabhava. Number 11, jati. And number 12, jara marana.
That is correct. Thank you. Chloe, please recite the first Manasa Udana.
Aneka jati katha, aneka jati samsaram, sandavisam anipisam, kahakaram kawe santo, dukha jati puna puna.
That is correct. Thank you. Sumyape, please recite the third Wajasa Udana.
Yadahawe patu pawanti dhamma atapino jayato brahmanasa vidupayam titati marasenam suryo wa obasaya mandalikam.
That is correct. Thank you. Victoria, please recite the first Padma Buddha Wajana.
Aneka jati samsaram sandavisam anipisam kahakaram kavisanto dukha jati puna punam.
That is correct. Thank you. Shinthan, please list the 6 dangers of using intoxicants.
1, you could waste all your money. 2, you might argue with friends and family more. 3, it can make you very sick. 4, your reputation might get ruined. 5, you might do embarrassing things in public. And 6, your brain might not work as well.
That is correct. Thank you. Hazel, please list 12 causes/factors of Paticca Samuppada in Bali.
Absent.
Hopar. We are now moving on to answer the questions 2 by the Zanjo. So, hello, Mingwa Dhamma class. My name is the Zanjo, and my Buddhist name is Jana Bali, which means power of concentration. Today I'll be asking the individuals La Senda, Sandy, Shinling, Snowy, Thing Thing, Lintha Nyabontent, Wei Yan Mieno, Harry, Julia, and Hazel a few questions. Everyone please be ready and prepared. La Senda, how do you share the merit you gain with all beings in Bali and in English?
Imam punya bagam sabar sadanam pajerma. I share this my merit gain with all beings.
That is correct. Thank you. Sandy, what is what is Buddhism? Please answer in both Pali and English.
Could you please come back to me?
Okay, I'll do that. Xinling, how do you chant metta meditation on yourself?
Aham aware homi, abhya pacho homi, aniko homi, sukhiyatana pariharami.
That is correct. Thank you. Snowy, how do you chant metta meditation on your parents?
Mama mata pitu, avera hontu, avya paza hontu, anika hontu, suki atanam parihantu.
That is correct. Thank you. Same thing. How do you chant metta meditation on your relatives and friends?
Natimitacha abeva hontu, adyapacha hontu, anega hontu, sukhiyatana prihavantu.
That is correct. Thank you. Linthan, how do you chant metta meditation on your Dhamma class?
Sabrama Jarinoja Awira Hontu Abhyapaja Hontu Aniga Hontu Suki Adana Pariharantu.
That is correct. Thank you. Yambontan, what is Buddhism? Please answer in Pali and English.
Um,
Are you ready?
yeah.
Go ahead then.
Sabapasa akarna, not to do all or any evil. Kusanasa upasampada, to cultivate good. Sachita pariyodapatam, to prefer one mind. Edam Bodhana Sasanam, this is the teaching of the Buddhas.
That is correct. Thank you. Wei Yan, how many virtues of the Buddha are there? Please list them all.
1. Arahant. 2. Sammasambuddha. 3. Vijayasaranasapano. 4. Sukado. 5. Lokavidu. 6. Anuttara Purisa Dhammasarati. 7. Sata Deva Manusana. 8. Buddha. 9. Bhagavan.
That is correct. Thank you. Mieno, how do you share the merit you gain with all beings in Bali and in English?
Ime Punya Saba Sada. I share the merit happy.
That is correct. Thank you. Harry, what is Buddhism? Please answer in Bali and English.
Sabha papasa akaranam, not to do any evil. Kusalasa upasampada, to practice good. Satita pariyodapanam, to purify your mind. Etam buddhana sasanam, this is the teaching of the Buddhas, which means this is Buddhism.
That is correct. Thank you. Julia, how do you chant metta meditation on yourself?
Can you come back to me?
Sure. Hazel, how do you chant metta meditation on your parents?
Absent.
Hopar, coming back to Sandy, what is Buddhism? Please answer in Bali and English.
What page is that on?
It's not in any page in the book. It's more of a PDF. If you don't have it, we can try again next week.
Okay.
Okay. Coming back to Julia, how do you chant metta meditation on yourself?
Aham aware homi, abhya pajo homi, anigo homi, sukhiyatana pariharami.
That is correct. That is all. Thank you for listening. Thank you to everyone who joined today. We are near the end of our Dhamma class, so please put your hands together, mute your microphones, and repeat after me. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Titatu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Titatu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Titatu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Bow in time. That is all, and thank you for coming.